I had the opportunity to purchase two of the rarest and most expensive Naruto statues on the market, and I did so we can see if they live up to the hype or did I waste my money. Today's statues were made by a reputable unlicensed studio that goes by the name of MH. These are VIP projects because only 70 were made in the entire world. Huge thanks to GAC for helping me track these down. We'll talk more about them later, and without delay, let's jump in and see these legendary shinobi, Hashirama and Madara, come to life like we've never seen before. We're going to go ahead and skip the boxes today, and on the bottom of Madara's base, you'll see the authenticity sticker right below MH Studios logo. Also, that edition size, again, 70 only were made. The base is glorious, bringing to life a portion of Madara's Susanoo. We have the eye represented on the right, later on that will glow, and on the top here, we'll see a rocky section, also the Uchiha clan symbol there, and the notches in the back for Madara to key into later. Sculpted separately on the side and back are a bunch of pieces like this with notches and magnets inside, so they just insert there, and a few more along this back side. And you can see it does fill in that back very nicely. Now, to light up that eye that I mentioned earlier, we have the USB to that AC adapter. If we plug that in the back section here, it did include a remote which you can use to turn it on and also control the high, medium, or low level of brightness for it. And it does have some functionality where you can change the effects of the way the eye does light up. For me, I'm going to use the static light pose because I'm going to be lighting up the clear resin around the base. I love adding custom lights to statues. Here's the LED roll. It'll take me about 10 to 15 minutes to do that. While I'm installing those lights, let's talk about GAC, a statue reseller I bought from for many years now. Even some of my earliest pieces, like Surge Studio Pain, came from them. I encourage you to check out their website. Tons of awesome in-stock statues to grab or check out what's on pre-order. Thanks again to the GAC team, and behind me I do have the lights strung up. You can't see them, but when I do turn them on, it's a much lower brightness, and after a few seconds, you'll see what happens. Ah, there it is in all its glory. It's crazy how much this really transforms and changes the overall look of the base, the feel of everything, how it's got so much movement to it. Even cooler in the dark, but you know, we gotta turn this off for now and stop gawking at the base and look at Madara. He's a quarter scale statue, so what that means is he is a quarter of the scale that he would be in real life, so about 1.5 feet tall. On the bottom here, we can see tons of amazing details. That steel rod notch on the bottom of this foot is also a magnet. And because it's a much larger statue, you can fit all this amazing details in there and capture it so well. Not to mention, MH Studio is a master at capturing the likeness of any and every character. Pretty cool how the leather gloves do look like leather and the armor is metallic looking. The cloth is obviously more flat, just so cool, especially all the battle damage. There's a notch on the back there where the war fan is going to key into. Just amazing work by that studio. And with that steel rod inserted, this statue is not going anywhere. The magnet on the right foot is just so it doesn't wobble or shake around. The pieces of armor that go on the right and left were sculpted separately so we can see the battle damage and wear that goes all along both the back and front. Those are the 3 notches which it will connect to the belt. Well, not a belt, more so the side pieces of the armor, but this one does connect there. And I forgot to say, I think I said left and right pieces, but we do have that front piece here as well. This one is very similarly shaped to the one that we did just review, but the one on the other side does have a bit of a curve to it because of the way that the cloth is sitting on Madara. It is great when they do sculpt these type of pieces separately because you're not really going to have any breaks while shipping. Amazing looking. I swear it does look so realistic the way that they painted all the tones on the statue. I do love the flak jackets in the Naruto series, but there's something about this classic battle armor that they use in the early days that is just so incredible looking, especially Tobirama's. My favorite color is blue, so I love seeing his come to life. But there he is, extremely menacing and powerful looking, even without his head on. We'll get to the head next. First, we do have to take a look at that war fan I mentioned before, or the Gunbai, I believe is the official name. There's the notch and steel rod, which connects to the back, and we can see the wrappings that go along the handle there. Also, the wrappings in the middle. All those cloth type textures definitely again add to the realism aspect to this. It's just so perfect looking and there is no paint slop or bleeding going on. It's just amazing how incredibly accurate they made this whole statue. And if any part of this statue has impressed you so far and you've liked it, well, wait till we see this head sculpt. It is utter perfection. Just like Jiraiya, Madara has this large mane of hair brought to life with the dark lights and medium color blues, also some blacks in there. Incredibly fragile though with all these tips. Amazing they were able to ship it without any breaks. And there is the face close up. We can see the Mangekyo Sharingan in his eyes, also the cracks all over the face from the reanimation. And to put the cherry on the icing of the cake, the eyes are made of glass to make him look even more realistic than the whole statue is already done. Incredible job. It blows my mind they were able to capture his likeness so well, sinister yet also powerful with just a standard crossed arm pose. Included with this statue is this credit card style edition size with the studio logo on the back, edition size on that bottom left. But if you know me, I don't like these type of things with my statues. I usually like to display cards. So we have the 9.5 Caillou, the OR for Madara, and then also the AR of him as well on a 9.5. And then the Holy Grail of Bandai Madara reanimated from set 28, Storm 3. Let me know in the comment section which card you think goes best with the statue. For this video, we do have a giveaway for this Madara and Hashirama card, as well as some minifigures of both of them reanimated. All you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, leave a like on this video, as well as comment letting me know which statue is your favorite. I will pin the winner's comment in 1 week's time. Jumping right on into Hashirama, we can see the base is vastly different from that of Madara's. The wood golem is brought to life here, and the remote does turn on this left eye. On the forehead, you will find the Senju clan's symbol, and the wood is just brought to life so well with the different colors that they used. And the yellow eye on this is crazy bright looking. They didn't have a lot of clear resin to work with, so glad they did make that as bright as they did. On the top, we have the Rocky theme base. You can see there's that hole or notch where Hashirama will key into, and the roots are crawling on top. Again, such an awesome job with the wood, and overall, just the base alone feels organic and nice. Hashirama was sculpted similar to that of Madara, where we do have most of the main body sculpted together. The coloration that is used on his outfit is slightly different, with like different tones of blue and red for the armor. Again, that magnet and steel rod with a notch is there, but crazy cool seeing all those textures up and close like this. A notch in the back is going to be for his large scroll. I still cannot get over all the different textures that they fit into these quarter scale statues. Just not something I'm used to seeing all the time with some of the smaller scaled pieces that I do unbox on the channel. Just like Madara, some of the pieces of armor is sculpted separately. This one does have, again, a different tone to it. The scratches and battle damage is similar, but if we bring up Madara's, we can see, again, this is much brighter red, less cracks. This one has kind of a steel color to all the different battle damage that is on there. And yo, I just totally realized that Hashirama doesn't have a crotch guard section like Madara's does. So my man is exposed all the time during battle, but clearly it worked for him. The shoulder armor for him is awesome in that we do have the Senju clan's logo etched on the top portion of that. Unlike Madara's, doesn't have anything on there, it's just straight armor. So cool, they did capture that in here as well. Very cool when it all comes together. I do love the crossed arm power pose that they did choose for both characters in this. Now it's time to look at this large scroll. Here is my main water bottle I use all the time. I mentioned blue's my favorite color. And here's the size of the freaking scroll. The thing is massive in detail. That's why I had to bring my water bottle into place. You have kind of a baseline for how large these statues are. It can be deceiving on camera, but tons of amazing details were packed into here, just like Madara's war fan or Gunbai that's on there. So really a great job here. I just love how massive this thing is, and it fits on the back super easy with just a magnet alone. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little scary thinking about that thing just sitting there with one singular magnet, but thankfully it is a very strong magnet, so not too concerned because I know MH is quality. And just like Madara, they nailed the head sculpt for Hashirama. Amazing looking. I love how the hair is large, wide, flowing. Again, we have a little bit of tones that mixes it up. Not as much crazy texture going on compared to the rest of the body or outfit, but the glass eyes, again, really making a difference in making this feel like a huge and insanely premium statue. So dang good looking. I just can't believe how much quality they packed into these statues. It's amazing. And just like Madara, we do have that credit card style edition size that it came with, capturing the portrait for him. There's a logo again. And just like him, I do have some cards available, though not as much variety. So we have the MNT 10 here from Bandai and the Caillou. I think I know which one I'm going to be going with for this one. Though I do wish I had a graded copy of Hashirama in his reanimated form, so maybe someday I'll add that to my collection. And here we have the glorious duo side by side. I hope you enjoyed seeing these come to life today. And if you did, I know you'll enjoy this epic unboxing right here as well. Everyone, I'll see you in the next video. As always, do what you love and love what you do. Bam out!